Greeting from Bangkok, everyone. My name is Tom Potisit, and I am a fashion photographer, commercial photographer, and I'm gonna share my love for photography. So over the years, I have been working in the industry over many platforms and many different fields of photography. Currently working as head of creative content for a very tech-driven business, skincare business called Ally of Skin, and also running a studio called Creative Shack Studio in Bangkok, doing production work and also still photography mainly. So when you talk about photography, my passion is about driving social issue and environmental problems through my lens. And over the years, I have developed some styles that I talk about these problems, combining fashion and art as a tool. So, for example, this image, I talk about the problem of the poverty and also the problem that people get driven out from their village here in Bangkok. The community is over 200 years old. So as you can see, there's really contrast between fashion and documentary in one image. This image talk about the mothers and children behind bars. I photographed this image behind the place you call the Bangkok Hilton, which is the main jails here in Bangkok. As you can see, my work is quite colorful and it's a little bit different than many other type of photography. This one I talk about the number of the accident in Chiang Mai. You might never know that Thailand has one of the most highest number of road accidents in the world. And also as the cultural and peace ambassador of Nagaland, one of the most beautiful places in the world, I photographed this image to promote the tourism of the place. One, it is called the Forgotten Land. Photography for me is not just a way for communication, but it's also a way to drive and make a change and to see if my interest can actually inspire people to
Thank
get out
you.
of their comfort.
All right, so
Okay. um, so this image is a image of the tourism and gibbon and animal cruelty on the street in Bangkok. I also work with organizations such as the Marine Coastal Department of Thailand as a volunteer to study the population of the endangered marine animals in the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman of Oceans. This photograph is one of the most controversial photographs that I ever took. It's a photograph of the dead, 20-meter dead whales and people working on the carcass and also a fashion model. I took this photo to highlight the problem that people in my circles might overlook, and they probably did not care about the problem that happening around them. So using fashion and arts as a tool, I think it can, penetrate to some of the circles that we might overlook, and they probably don't care about this problem. People ask me, where do you find your inspiration? Sometimes it comes from something very simple, such as this photo. It's a photo of an ocean trash that I picked up on my holiday. And this one has won an award for the Editor Picks for Independent Photography Award 2018. Combining art, sustainable, religions, fashions, everything. Might has been a taboo in the past, but in the modern days, I think we are in the age of everyone can do anything as long as they don't step into someone's shoes. As a member of LGBT community here in Thailand, I also encourage people in my circle to step up, to speak up and speak out about what they believe in and what they can do as a person, not as their gender. So this photo was a photo of the transgender model talking about the problem of overfishing of the whales around the world. Also, I talk about and tap into the problem of LGBT depression problem in this image. So a lot of people ask me, how do I measure my work? Where do I get my inspiration? The most powerful inspiration always come from family and some kind of love. On the left hand side is a photo of is a portrait of a 74 years old father. On the right hand side is him with the drag queen superstar Panchana Hills. So people always ask me, how do I measure my work and if my work actually can change something. I created this piece of work as a series back maybe 2014. It's called Anatomy 101 with Surashai Sangsuwan, to highlight the problem that we are lacking organs donations. And we exhibited this work inside the hospital, and we raised all 540 organs donors within 8 days. That says something, right? So all the aspect of photography that I have done last year during COVID-19, I traveled back to something very simple, to my family. My mother, who I never spent any time properly over 20 years. I photographed her with this photo book of her holding my pictures. And then I just thought, what is the most important thing in life? It's love. So it doesn't matter what you are, who you are, what you photograph, what your passion is. Just keep doing and get better at it. Like me, sometimes long time ago, I did not know that I would become a photographer today. And thank you.